Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to another session of Meditations with Marigny. I just wanted to jump on this morning. I want to say, if you normally rock with me, I want for you to click like. I'd like for you to share it with a friend, and then I'd like for you to subscribe. And this morning, this is more of an economic hint or an economic tip. This year is going to be really challenging for many families, and if you are somewhat like me and my family, there have been some transitions that took place that, things are a little bit different for us this year. And I want to talk about the consumables that we actually deal with, oftentimes little financial components that we contribute to that we might need to say no. So I want to talk about the power of saying no. And what made me think about it is my job is having like just regular general things that they would normally do, and they were going to do a secret Santa, and I normally would participate with the secret Santa. I would normally jump in and just have a good time with it. And as I was driving this morning, my spirit said, Marigny, you really just can't do that this year. This is not the year for that. You had to make some transactions, some transitions that make your transactions different. And I was just speaking with myself about it's okay to say no. And it made me think about my audience and those of us that are, those of you that listen to my channel. And I want to encourage you to say that it's okay for you not to participate in the company Secret Santa this year. It's okay for you not to be an elf. It's okay for you not to get the items that you may have thought about getting. And it also just brings back into representation of what things are really important. We have to make sure that we are cognizant of being good fiscal stewards, being great stewards of the financial components that we receive. And I strategically, for those of you that follow my channel on a regular, you know that I took a major pay cut to transition into a position so that I could get my certification. And therefore, that means that my household is feeling that pinch right now. My household is feeling the transition that I am in. and I'm saying that lightly, but seriously, so many people have lost their jobs, and so many people have had to take positions where they might have been making $100,000 a year, and now they only making 30 or 40 or 50,000. And if those households had to take those hits, that means that you can't do things the same way that you used to do them, because you don't have the same financial component. And I want to make sure that the constituents that listen to me and the people who are in tune with my channel, that you are okay with saying no. And to the point that I sat my kids down and we talked about the fact that Christmas is not going to look the same this year. They all might get to pick out one thing. So for instance, I know my son who plays baseball, he loves this particular brand of glasses. And I saw last night, it popped up on my screen where they have them buy one get one free. And so I thought, well, maybe he could get that, because he really likes those glasses, and I think he's outgrown the ones that he had, or he broke them last year or something. But what I'm saying to you is, you have to make good, sound decisions. One of my other sons, his aunt reached out to me, and it was good. I said, God will send you what you need. And she said, just send me the things, because he's not really asking for a lot. The stuff that my kids are asking for, it might be $200 worth of items, if that. And, he asked for a couple of things. His aunt sent me a text, and she said, hey, send me the list of the items that he wants. And I think that me and the family, we can take care of that. And so I'm saying that if you walk out what you're supposed to walk out, God will always provide to you what you need. And so sometimes, even in my being a natural giver, it is important for us to allow people to give to us. But in this day and time, I want you all to know that it is okay to say no. This may not be a season for you to join the company Secret Santa. This might not be the season for you to give to the Angel Tree. This may not be the season for you to give to the nonprofit that feeds the homeless. Because to be honest with you, many of us who normally are people who would contribute to those particular events are people who might now be in need of that same support that we have supported for years. And that's real talk. And most people may not want to share that because they wouldn't want anybody to know. But the reality is that there are going to be more and more families that normally used to be the supporting agents that are going to now to need to be supported. So, and I want to say this too. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Do not let your pride allow you to suffer in silence when there are opportunities for people to help you. Now, I don't know who that was for, but maybe God just needed to make sure that you knew that you should not suffer in silence. But open your mouth and let it be known that you are in need, and allow those that are around you to give to you as you would normally give to them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick video. Just remember that it's okay to say no, and it is okay not to participate this year, and you don't have to give any excuse for that. You know, we all have our private moments, and we all have our I think many of us are prideful, and I say prideful not in a negative way, but prideful in the fact that we would like to be the contributor versus the receiver. And I am walking in a season of receiving. I am learning to allow people to give to me just like I give to them every day. So if you don't get anything else from this, just know that it's okay to say no. And it is okay to receive this year versus give, if that's the position that you're in. All right, y'all, have a wonderful day. Thank you again for liking my channel. I'd love for you to click like. I'd love for you to share it with a friend, and I would be honored if you would subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.